TikTok on. Okay, good morning. May Dodal here with YesFinanciallyFree.com. And we're going to start our gratitude practice, our peace practice, our financial freedom affirmations, and our financial freedom visualization practice. Again, my name is May Dodal. I live in Waikiki with my husband, Jomel, our 12-year-old son, Jordan, and my mom. Back in 2011, I had over $40,000 of credit card debt, which was more than I made in my annual salary. Paid off by April of 2016. Quit my job, December 23rd, 2016 was my last day. Started coaching clients to do what I did, which wasn't just pay off debt. Our net worth improved by about $500,000. We're making almost $500 a month in passive income. And then I started coaching clients to do what I did in what I call Finance Freedom Mastermind Program. So during that coaching session, during those coaching sessions, started buying property. We bought our first property together in 2017. 2018, we bought our second property together, which is an Airbnb business. In 2019, we sold the first and bought this one, which is a 3-bedroom. And my mom moved in last year. All right, so that's my story. Really quickly, we're going to start with this practice I do every morning at 5 a.m. And luckily, I finally got here early today. So let's begin. We're going to say thank you for anything we can think of for 1 whole minute. Okay, Alexa, set timer for 1 minute.
1 minute.
Thank you for Alexa. Thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for my hands and feet, my limbs, my skin, my lips, my bones. Thank you for being healthy and strong. Thank you for face massages. Thank you that it is a really nice day today. Thank you for the calmness and peace. Thank you that everybody is safe in our home. Thank you that there are people working to clear the trees from the roads. Thank you for Jordan's school. Thank you, he gets the day off and can rest today. Thank you that I can rest today. Thank you that it is another beautiful day. Thank you that I think I figured out why the doors aren't opening. It's the weather. Thank you for the weather. Thank you for shifts in weather, for huge shifts, for huge tropical storms like Lala. Thank you for shelters and roofs and windows and cement walls. Thank you for irrigation and drains and for group efforts to make everybody safe during huge tropical storms. Thank you for my life and that my heart is beating this morning, that I woke up and I can see through my eyes. Alexa, stop. All right, that's Alexa, stop. Thank you. All right, so that's our gratitude practice. Now we're going to do our peace practice. So open a notebook or get a pen and paper and just write down the sentence. Today is going to be my peaceful day. I did it already before this live in the morning. So just write, today is going to be my peaceful day, and then you read it several times, and then you say it out loud. Today is going to be my peaceful day. I learned this practice from Bhante Panakara, the lead monk for the Walk for Peace. And he is a very good speaker because I was listening to his talks and he kept saying, write the sentence, today is going to be my peaceful day every day, right? And I started writing it, but then he was like, he had this one talk, I forgot what day it was, 85, something like that, on their walk. They walk for 108 days, 20 to 30 miles a day, which is a lot of walking, guys, every day. And they only ate 1 meal a day. They only ate lunch. So anyway, they're walking and they're doing the Walk for Peace, right? And lunchtime, after lunch, they'll give a talk. And sometimes not dinner, when they end their walk, sometimes they give a talk, yeah? Anyway, this was one of his walk lunch talks, and people were gathering, like lots of people like to listen to them. After about a month of walking, they started gathering huge crowds of people listening to them talk. This happened recently, October to February, right? In the southern part of the United States. They were walking from Texas to Washington, D.C., yeah? So in this talk, he's like, why are you coming to listen to me? Who is writing the sentence, today is going to be my peaceful day? And like hardly anyone raised their hand. He's like, well, you've been watching my talk. You've heard me say to write the sentence, right? And they're like, yes. It's like, so why aren't you writing it, right? Don't come to my talks if you don't write the sentence. It's useless and it's just going to waste your time, And I listened to that talk, and then after that talk, I started writing that sentence every single day. And I started going live too. I started going live every day with the practice, the gratitude, peace practice, and the financial freedom practice, because I wanted to keep myself accountable, right? I needed something to like shoot for. Okay, every day I will go live. Every day I will do this practice. And since January, I think it was January 14th or somewhere around then, I've been doing this practice every single day. From that one talk that I saw a lot of talks, but that one was like, why aren't you doing the practice? If you don't do the practice, nothing will change for your life. And I was like, okay. And then I had to create this habit where I would wake up early enough to actually do the practice every day. Because if I try to do it like when my son is up and the husband's up and the family's awake, I get really busy, right? And I forget things. So I'm like, I have to do it when I have time to myself. So that means I have to wake up earlier than my family, and I have to spend time to do this practice. And that's why I wake up at 4:10 every morning, no matter what. And I do this practice, okay? So that's what's going on with that. So thank you for joining the live, guys. Everyone who's coming on, Wooz, Abyong, Angelica, Diva, Wani, welcome to this live, right? The next part of the practice is to do the mindfulness breathing. Now, I just learned a new technique from Mahadam Pamasan. Now, Mahadam Pamasan was also on the Walk for Peace. He got hit by a car. So when they were walking on the side of the road in Texas, a truck hit their escort car, and the car hit 3 of them, and one of them was Mahadam Pamasan, that was a monk who was walking at the back of the line. He hit the ground face forward, his nose was bleeding, face was bleeding. He ended up getting a leg amputated. He was sent by helicopter to a hospital, right? And they had to amputate his leg. So that is Mahadam Pamasan. He gives Dharma teachings. What does that mean, Dharma teachings? It means he teaches about Buddhism, what Buddha taught. And I was listening to one of the teachings that he gave last night with my son Jordan and my husband Jamel. And one of them was he gave a different breathing practice you can do for mindfulness, right? There are many different mindfulness practices. You don't have to do one or the other. But the point is to do something, to pick one, right? So usually I do this one where you count 1, 1, 2, 2 when you're breathing. But today I'm going to try his, and his is really interesting. There are 2 kinds of people who meditate. One is the kind who they start meditating and basically they get very calm, peaceful, and they fall asleep. Okay? A lot of you are like that, right? A lot of you who try to do this mindfulness with me. Coach Kane was on. I forget how many people have tried this with me. My husband. You do this meditation and you fall asleep. All right? And that's very common. I do it too. Sometimes I'm just like, fall asleep. Okay? Now, the other type of person is someone who has so many thoughts going on in their head. They can't stop. Now, I do that most of the time. Most of the time, I'm like that. Thought. Lots of thoughts. All right? Hey, guys, you want to get the thoughts under control. All right? And this is what Mahadam Pamasan said. If he has lots of thoughts and he can't stop the thoughts, he'll do this one. So what you do is you breathe in a long breath. And then you pause at the top and you hold the breath. And you hold the breath until your thoughts stop. All right? Because eventually your thoughts will stop because you'll need air. Your body will be like, yo, I need air. I'm going to die. Right? Right? I'm starting to get woozy, whatever it is. And then your thoughts will stop. And when they stop, then you breathe out really slowly. Then you hold it. Same thing. Hold it until your thoughts stop. Until you stop thinking about the past and the future and imagining things and worrying about imaginary things or worrying about the past, which is already over. Whatever your mind is doing, wait for it to stop and then breathe again. Breathe in again. Really long, deep breath. Slow breath in, yeah. Until the thought stops. And then you breathe out again. Slow, deep breath. Understand? All right? We're going to do 3 of those together. All right? So all we're going to do is do really deep breath in, hold until your thoughts stop. Really deep breath out, hold until your thoughts stop. Same thing, really deep breath in, hold until your thoughts stop. Really deep breath out. If you have breathing issues, don't do this. Do a different mindfulness. You can just focus on your breath, in, out, in, out. But if you don't have breathing issues and you can do this, this is what I'm going to practice today, okay? All right. So I don't know how long it'll take you to do 3 breaths. So just do you. Don't do it with me. Do it on your own time, okay? All right, let's do it. All right? I'm stopping. If you're stopping or not is up to you. But okay, so the reason Mahadam Pamasan says to try that one, and whatever he says, do whatever works for you. Okay, but this is a new one I wanted to try because it works. So some people say just focus on your breathing, in, out, focus, right? And it's really hard because you keep thinking all these thoughts, yeah? It's the same, your mind, some people have monkey minds. They just jump all the way. Some people have both, both minds. Anyway, they're jumping, thinking about the future, thinking about a to-do list, thinking about what I'm going to do next, right? After this meditation practice, or after I watch this girl on TikTok for 20 seconds, what am I going to do next, right? Who am I going to swipe to next? Whatever it is you're thinking about, or not really thinking about what you're thinking about, yeah? You need to control your mind like a dog, right? It's a really good analogy, the dog. When you're training a dog, a dog looks around and he sees a squirrel. He just runs after the squirrel, right? And then he sees a butterfly, runs after the butterfly. And then, somebody brings a bone and off he goes after the bone, or throw a stick and there he goes. He can't focus or stay still, right? You have to train the dog to stay still. In the beginning, when you're training a dog, you need to control the dog. You need to put the dog on a leash. You can't just let the dog run around without a leash, right? It'll get in trouble. It might get hit by a car, whatever it is, right? It's the same thing with our mind. In the beginning, when we are training our mind to focus and stop running around and thinking about anything it wants to, we need to control it. How do you have a leash on your mind? You'd use that breathing we just did, where you breathe in, you hold until your mind stops doing that. And then you breathe out, hold until your mind. That's your leash on your mind. You need to control your mind before you can train your mind. He taught that. I just heard that last night. It just, whoa, that makes so much sense, right? Because if your mind is so used to just wandering, running off, doing its own thing, it's going to be hard to train in the beginning, right? Ooh, shiny object. Ooh, someone just walked in that I like. Ooh, I'm thinking about whatever. Ooh, my phone dinged. I have to look at it. This the shiny object thing. Shiny object, shiny object. You need to control your mind, right? So that you can stay focused no matter what's going on around you. No matter who says what to you, you still have peace of mind. You're still happy. You're still going strong because you have mastered your own mind, right? So anyway, I thought that was really powerful. I'm going to share his talk, the one that, and I didn't even finish the talk. We just watched the first maybe 20 minutes of it, but it's so good so far. And it's just a Q&A. He's just answering questions. People are asking him questions. There was a lady who said, I sit there and I count my breaths. I don't know what I'm doing. Am I doing it right? So he was answering the question. She's like, I'm practicing mindfulness, but I don't know what's happening. Really good questions, and he's answering them, and the answers are amazing so far. So I will share that video in my blog after I write it this morning. I do the blog right after I'm done with this live, so it'll be up in less than an hour. Basically, you can find all of my replays at yesfinanciallyfree.com. So that's where it'll be, okay? All right, so that's the breathing practice we're done with. For the rest of the day, we practice mindfulness, which is just to know what you're doing right now. So when I was doing that mindfulness breathing and I was holding my breath, right? Not breathing. The point is to realize, oh, I'm sitting here right now doing mindfulness breathing. I'm here. I'm not thinking about something else. I'm right here doing mindfulness breathing. That's the mindfulness practice, to actually know what you're doing right now, right? So we practice during the day. How do we do that? When we're driving, focus on driving. When you're eating, focus on eating. What does that mean exactly? Don't talk on the phone when you're driving, right? When you eat, don't talk to other people. Just eat your food. Don't watch a device and eat. A lot of people do that, right? Don't look at your phone and eat. So many people do that, right? Don't do it. Just eat. Chew your food, taste it, swallow it, notice it. Notice that you're eating. Notice you're digesting, yeah? That's what we do when we're eating. When we're cooking, same thing. Don't listen to music while you're cooking. Don't watch TV. Don't talk on the phone. Cook. Focus on chopping. Knives are dangerous. I know. I've cut myself many times. Stoves are dangerous. Burned myself many times, okay? Focus on what you're doing, one thing at a time. That's the mindfulness practice. So Bhante Panakara would say, no multitasking. No more multitasking. You're just doing one thing at a time. Okay, that's the peace practice. An hour before you go to bed, turn off all cell phones and devices and practice it. Practice the breathing. Practice thinking about your day. Is there something you did to harm someone else? practice forgiving them and forgiving others. I'm still not good at this part, this hour before you go to bed thing. Haven't mastered it yet, but I'm getting there. I usually fall asleep. I'm the first kind of meditator at night, just fall asleep. Happens a lot, yeah. In the morning when you wake up, don't look at your cell phone, just go make your bed nice, neat, and tidy, go to the bathroom, clean the bathroom if it's dirty, and then do your mindfulness practice. Write your sentence. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Do your mindfulness breathing, and then go about your day, focusing on one thing at a time. That is the peace practice. It has brought me a lot of peace, and I am not an expert at it by far. I just do the practice every day. Like, I committed myself. Even though my family puts a lot of pressure on me. Mommy, you should sleep in. Mommy, don't wake up at 4:10 a.m. every morning. Mommy, you should sleep in. It's a day off. Today, there's no school. It's Monday, but there's no school today because of Storm Lala. They just canceled school last night. Last night they canceled around 8 p.m. So my son doesn't have school today, right? And my husband doesn't have work today. It's his day off. So they're like, oh, you should stay up late. Let's watch stuff. Let's do whatever. And I was like, no, I'm going to bed. I'm going to wake up every morning at my time. I'm going to go live with my people every morning. I made a commitment to my peace of mind. And I think, I'm not sure what the exact reason is, but this practice has changed my life. Okay? It's so good. I cannot even express it. You know, I don't even know how, I don't even know why half the time it's so good, right? It's just like, when your mind is running amok, it can really screw you up, you know? So I love it. I love this practice. Anyway, we're done with this. Now we're going to do our financial freedom affirmations and our financial freedom visualization. So you can actually see where I get my affirmations and visualizations on my blog, but I'm going to just do a card today. So my blog is yesfinanciallyfree.com. I invite you to check it out. All my replays are there. Yesterday's replays there. All of my replays are there. Check it out. All right. So repeat after me. I create my life. I create my life. I create the exact amount of my financial success. I create the exact amount of my financial success. How do I create the exact amount of my financial success? How do I create the exact amount of my financial success? Okay, why do I create the exact amount of my financial success? Why do I create the exact amount of my financial success? I play the money game to win. I play the money game to win. My intention is to create wealth and abundance. My intention is to create wealth and abundance. I admire and model rich and successful people. I admire and model rich and successful people. I believe money is important. Money is freedom, and money makes life more enjoyable. I believe money is important. Money is freedom, and money makes life more enjoyable. I get rich doing what I love. I get rich doing what I love. I get rich doing what I love. That's my favorite one. How do I get rich doing what I love? How do I get rich doing what I love? Why do I get rich doing what I love? Why do I get rich doing what I love? That was a good one. I deserve to be rich because I add value to other people's lives. I deserve to be rich because I add value to other people's lives. I am a generous giver and I am an excellent receiver. I am a generous giver and I am an excellent receiver. Yes. Hallelujah. I am truly grateful for all the money I have now. I am truly grateful for all the money I have now. Lucrative opportunities always come my way. Lucrative opportunities always come my way. My capacity to earn, hold, and grow money expands day by day. My capacity to earn, hold, and grow money expands day by day. Woohoo! Those are great affirmations. I used to memorize these affirmations and say them out loud when I was riding my bike home from work every day when I worked the job before I quit. I would yell them at the top of my voice while I was biking. My capacity to earn, hold, and grow money expands day by day. All those are memorized. All those affirmations, I say them every day. Every day. Changed my life. Affirmations changed my life. So go ahead and take it seriously. Listen to this on a loop or something by your computer. I used to do that at work. I just listened to these kinds of recordings. Myself saying affirmations. I'd record myself saying affirmations, listen to them on a loop over and over while I was working. Just listen to them constantly all the time. It's like reprogram my brain. I am wealthy. I have lucrative opportunities. I can, you know, this, and look at that. Look at that. Now, I don't work a job anymore. It's amazing. I'm an investor. I'm an investor. I own an Airbnb. I'm a business owner. It's amazing. I employed my mother. I gave her a job, right? She was having trouble finding work. I gave her a job. She's my cleaner, right? It's amazing stuff. Amazing stuff, right? You can do this. You can create your own lifestyle. Yeah? All right. So now we're going to visualize it. What is the lifestyle you want? What kind of a lifestyle do you want, right? We're going to imagine it. We're going to close our eyes and pretend, hey, I am financially free right now. How do I feel? I feel awesome. Why? Because I can do this that I really love, which to me was to be a mom, you know, get to know my son, take him to school, go to the after school stuff, volunteer, you know, create healthy meals. That's what I do. I create healthy meals. I do that all the time. All right. What is it for you? Right? What do you want to do with your time? Yeah? What is it that you really, really want? Right? Financial freedom does not mean you're super, super rich. It could be, but it could just mean you don't have to work your job anymore, like me, and you just get to do what you want to do, right? Like go to the beach. On Thursday was my birthday, right? I went to an island. I've never been there. It was one of the islands off of Lanikai Beach, one of the most beautiful beaches in the world, Lanikai, and Kailua Beach. So beautiful. We kayaked from Kailua Beach to another island, and it had a little beach on it with a mama seal and a baby seal, and it was so cute. The mama seal and the baby seal was so cute, right? And we were right there, right by the mama seal and the baby seal. We saw birds, baby birds. We jumped into this tide pool. It's called Queen's Bath. It was super salty. I mean, I got to do this on a Thursday, right? I invited all my friends that I could think of. You know, I posted it on Facebook. I have 2,000 something friends on Facebook. And I'm like, hey, does anyone want to go with me on my birthday? And I posted it like in a month before, right? You can take this tour. We're going on a tour. Just join the tour with me. And I had 3 people go with me. One was my husband, all right? He took the day off and he came with me. And then I had 2 more people sign up. So there were 4 of us. And then 3 people who were on vacation, this Japanese family, dad and 2 sons, they signed up last minute. So there were 7 of us on this tour. And we kayaked to this island on a Thursday. On a Thursday, right? Could I have done that with a job? Maybe. I could have taken the day off, maybe. Sometimes I couldn't take the day off, right? Sometimes the other girl who did my job, she was on vacation. It was her turn, which is fair, right? And then I can't go, right? But it was my birthday, right? So I have the freedom to do things like that. Not many people have that freedom, right? Not many, yeah. But I do. What do you want? Do you want to have that kind of freedom, right? Let's imagine you do, all right? Alexa, set timer for 1 minute. Close your eyes and imagine you are financially free.
1 minute timer started. Take a moment to relax and breathe.
Alexa, stop. All right, that was fun. All right, I hope you enjoyed Imagining You're Financially Free. So that's it for today. I started early and went longer. Okay, so Friday. All right, every day I'm live. Okay, so you can jump on all of these. I'm live every day. So subscribe on YouTube, Create Abundance Now, on TikTok at Yes Financially Free. Just follow me. Okay, I'm live every day. You can join me and do the same practice. You can watch the replays every day at yesfinanciallyfree.com. All right? Also at yesfinanciallyfree.com, I invite you to go to the Contact Us page, because the Contact Us page, you can sign up for my email list. Why be on the email list? Well, you get an invite to Friday's training. You also get a free ebook, Working Parents Guide to Financial Freedom. You'll get that instantly, the ebook, okay? That's how you know you're on the email list. You can opt out anytime, but you're not going to opt out because I have such awesome stuff on my email list. It's so cool. So this Friday, I send a Zoom invite to my email list only. You have to be on my email list to get this Zoom invite, all right? And it is a training I'm doing. High ROI Options Trading on a $500 budget, and it is a beginner's guide. So if you don't know anything about options trading, sign up today to my email list, okay? We're gonna send out the replay of last month's options trading, which is beginner options trading, how to get paid to buy stocks, total beginner level options trading, all right? I teach a basic strategy in that webinar. You can see the replay. So join the email list. You'll get the free ebook. You'll get that free replay. That free replay is good for another week and then it's gone. So jump on, get the replay, and then get the Zoom invite on Friday. It's at 6 a.m. So this right now, it's almost 5:30, 5:28 a.m. my time. So I'm going to do it at 6 a.m. on Friday. All right? So that's when it's going live. It's not going to be live on TikTok. It's not going to be live on YouTube. It's going to be live on Zoom. And the Zoom invite goes to my email list. All right? So that's how you get that. So go to the Contact Us page on yesfinanciallyfree.com to opt in to the email list. Get the free Zoom invite. Now, let's say you can't make the training at that time. That's fine. You get the replay, access to the replay for 1 month until the next training, basically. So, and then that's how long you can watch it. So you have a good amount of time to watch the replay. Check it out. I do great trainings. And you can also request a training. You're like, May, I want you to train on whatever, all right? And I will help you train on that, okay? So check it out, yesfinanciallyfree.com. That's my handle on TikTok. And on YouTube, I will put the link under the video shortly. Have a great day. Love you guys. Follow if you haven't, subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you again tomorrow morning, same time. Aloha. Take care. Bye.